Hey everyone, it's me, Empress Arcana, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, it's been a while. First off, I am safe. We were out of power for a couple of days from the storm, but we are safe. It's been one thing after another after that, but I'll spare you guys those details. They're not fun. Although, I come bearing quite the story that I wanted to share. I don't know how much I can tell of this on YouTube, but I think it would be an interesting topic. So today was the new moon. The new moon solar eclipse in Libra. Oh boy, it's been a lot. I won't go into astrology or any of that. I've been very disoriented. A lot of things have been happening in my life that have left me kind of a mess. I'm still picking up the pieces of a lot of things. But I'm standing strong and continuing to go on and see where I go from there. I have been stripped bare of everything, and I've been picking up the pieces for quite some time. But here I am. So, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I don't know how long this will be. I don't know. I hope that the eclipses have treated you well. My dog is a little bit anxious. She keeps moving around in her little bed. But, oh, no, honey. No barking. Anyway, so I have been doing a lot of research, the usual. Nothing new with me in that department. But I've also been it's so funny. My cousins are watching. I believe they're watching Fairly Odd Parents in the background, and it's coming through, and it's so funny. But I've been learning a lot about myself. So I've talked already enough, an earful, really, of the Pluto and Capricorn time transit ending sometime in November. But for me, on a personal level, I have realized the amount of contracts I've made knowingly and unknowingly, mostly unknowingly. And I've realized that a lot of them are coming to a close. And I'm noticing a lot of patterns where I don't find it to be a coincidence that I lost so many people in my life during this transit. And it's all in regards to the home, the roots, the structures and stuff. Me saying I wasn't going to talk about astrology, here I am. Because so when my mom passed away back in 2014, December 29th will make 10 years since my mom's passing. And I've had her ashes since then. And I won't disclose the reason behind the rest of the story, but I will say that I had to make a really hard decision in regards to that. So, warning for topics of death and so forth, as most of my content is very Scorpionic in nature. My Scorpio moon can't shut up. But it's just, I dive deep into the psyche. I like to understand my inner workings, and maybe through my own inner workings, someone else can gain some insight in for themselves, you know? So, let me bring you a little closer. There we go. So, when I remember, this is a bit morbid for those that are not into talks of death and whatnot, so click away if this is not the thing. I'm going to be talking about some really heavy stuff in regards to death. Okay, so when I found my mother the day of her passing, it was really hard. Interestingly enough, my friend told me the other day, I don't know how you were able to live in that house knowing that she passed away in that house and you still lived there for as long as you could. And I'm like, yeah, it was haunting me. Every time I would go downstairs, I would replay that again and again. I've been through some heavy psychological stuff. But hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. No pun intended with the killing or the dying in terms of these topics of death and so forth. But I will say that I don't know how I did it either. My strength of will and to keep going. I've never given up. But it is tiring. But anyway, my point. 10 years. But the day of, I remember before they were going to take her body away, my uncle told me, do you want to say your goodbyes? Like hold her, say goodbye. And I'm like, I look at my mom's body and I said to my uncle, I love her, but her spirit, her soul is not in there anymore. She's not in there. So I don't want to attach myself to what is not there anymore. So I partook for the first time in a ritual. So we had some people over and I won't go into the details of the ritual too deep because I don't know if that kind of content can be spoken about here, but they are believers of Santeria. So yeah, all the people that make fun and stuff, that you can look that up, but it was a very intense ritual. I had a lot of stuff that I rubbed on my body and released. They had like 3 buckets, one with fruit, another with like another mix there, I wasn't sure. And there was raw meat on another with eggs. So, and we made offerings to the earth. Oh my God, the cartoon is so loud. I'm so sorry. I'm here talking about something serious. And it's like, I'm trying to be serious. But sometimes life seems like a joke. But I have yet to tell only one person. I had my best friend on the phone while I was doing this ritual. It was so funny. I'm like, that's true best friendery. Like, she was just quiet. And I was just like, yeah. But it was an experience. And I remember getting the pieces of fruit, rubbing them all over me, and then throwing them back into the hole in the ground as the offering. And there was other things that were done as well to bring prosperity, for new beginnings, for new pathways, you know. And I'm surprised I did this. It was very, very beautiful. It was very beautiful. It was an experience, and I realized more and more what I want out of life. Now, the reason I brought up my mother is because part of this was they had a seance. I did not partake in this one. I did not. I was too tired. I've been working all day, like between my house duties and my work duties. I was just absolutely exhausted. And I know I'm very sensitive to all those energies. So I told myself, no. I hold my mom dear to my heart. There was a lot of people that were channeled. And they were going to ask because the ashes of several family members are here with us. And we were going to release them. So, including my mother, they were going to ask them through the seance where they want their ashes to be released. And I came to terms with my mother had a very, very difficult life, whether it be by choices that led to one thing or another. It doesn't matter. It was difficult. And all she wanted was to be free. Now, with this knowledge, I understand from my belief system that ashes are the remains of a body, not the soul itself. I believe that we are eternal, but the physical vessel does die. Now, sorry. So, in doing so, I knew that by agreeing to release her ashes, she wouldn't be bound by anything in the 3D, in this physical reality, perception anymore through my eyes. I know that she wants to be free. I've been living, so they say that when a parent passes away without resolving their karma, it goes to their child for them to resolve as well with everything else they have to do. There are many things that people talk about. The reason I bring this up is because I have been living my mother's greatest fears. It's like I've been living the pain that she never completely disclosed to me in regards to my father, in regards to many aspects of myself. So, I want her to be free. I was told that in the channeling, what she wanted was her ashes to be thrown out at the beach, however they did it. I was unfortunately working that day, so I didn't get to go. But I will say that I'm so happy that she was released. I want freedom too. I have been training properly, letting go of all ego. But of course, we always have a little bit left. We always have new lessons to learn. But in doing so, I want freedom. I can almost taste it. I've been through so much. I was very sad earlier because one of the women that was part of the ritual, she saw me again today after I finished cooking for the family again. And she said, "Come over here. Give me a hug." And I hugged her. And I felt like she saw me. She saw that I needed a hug. And after she walked away, I couldn't help but tear up. I hadn't noticed, guys, how deprived of love I've been feeling for such a long time, especially from a mother figure. My mother, I'm very grateful that I had that bonus time with her, because when she was diagnosed back in 2004, I had 10 more years with her. And 10 more years after, she gets released. And I feel horrible that I didn't think of this sooner, but I had to go through my own lessons to learn more about myself and to understand where my mom was coming from in many aspects. And I feel that I have embodied many of her traits and resolved, maybe deep down, a lot of her karma that she didn't get to resolve. And where she never saw herself worthy, I'm still working on healing those parts of myself, but she never felt that she was worthy of love, that she could be seen. The thing is, as I've already been on and off about this, it's beautiful to have someone love you. But you have to love yourself. When you look at the mirror, you look in the mirror. If you don't smile at your reflection can't smile back. So if you don't love that reflection can't love you back, you know? So I've been learning a lot about this, where I stand with my reflection, with the love that I hold deep within for myself, and how I've learned a lot of lessons, but to also be strong in my power to rise as who I am meant to be in this life, to continue learning and growing. And I've always wanted to have my own soul tribe or family, to make my own circle of people that I resonate with on such a deep soul level. It always feels so good. But I haven't had that. I have periods of time where I feel I have that connection, but I guess they're just temporary contracts. So people come and go. But it's a learning experience. I can't even. I'm trying to be serious. Jesus Christ. I've been brave. I've been going through a lot of mental turmoil. Stuff I don't want to bring up in this audio, but I have been doing the work. And I also realized something very important. I feel like I'm understanding more and more what I want. For a person to stand by my side, the people that I allow within my energy, you know? Because a lot of people just allow anyone in, or they can be so privy to certain energies, but it still feels off. There's many ways to look at it or feel. For me, I have learned that, especially in love, this has been a very, very important time for me in love, to learn what I really want in love, in a partner. I want someone that's true, authentic, full of integrity, that can speak up without fear of where that might lead them. And I feel like in this growth period, I know what my heart wants. My heart sings for someone strong in their power, knowing their worth, their magnetism and strength. I want to finally feel that I can let go. That I don't have to be in survival mode. Of course, we do the inner work. But it's always nice to have the support. I realize that I've never fully had that full support. But that's because I couldn't provide it for myself. And so I'm also learning about that too. It all goes back like that. So whenever you feel a question stirring up within, you know, like, well, so-and-so, this experience, it's like, can you provide that for yourself? And so what ways can you do so? How does that unravel for you? Does it feel right? Does it resonate with your soul? At least for me, these are questions that are very important. Everyone's standards and stuff is different. I'm learning that I'm not playing games. In this lifetime, I feel that I have a grander purpose. Still learning about what that might be, but as long as I'm true to myself and authentic, it will fall into place. I had to allow the uprooting of all my old programming. I don't feel the same as 4 months ago, let's say. I don't. I am still healing. I can still feel my heart chakra healing. Oh, ha, 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 ah, ha, ha. I don't know. I was going to say all my chakras, and I go, ha, ha, ha. All of me. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you guys. After an activation within me, gosh, I'm being so vulnerable. I keep doing that, man. After a certain activation within me where I believe still, that, well, this activation I had within me showed me that I want love. Not just from myself, but of course I had to learn how to love myself in the process, which that's the kicker. But I learned to love myself. I also learned what I want in a partner, what I won't allow. Truth and integrity, brave to their soul, a lion's heart, roaring, knowing what they want, not hiding in the shadows, but standing strong in their convictions. That's attractive as all hell. That's what I want. Because that's how I stand in my power. And I want my partner. I want him to stand by me just like that too. And work on it together. You know? It feels good to know what I want. You know? No one's perfect. We're working through our demons and uprooting all the traumas and shit. But knowing my worth and what I can offer, what I offer, staying in that power and knowing I'm a light in this world. Because let me tell you guys, I've been feeling otherwise for a very long time. And I started to question everything. I started to question how. Oh, it's 11:11 p.m. Look at that. Anyway, I look at the time and there you go. I can't help it. It's like that inner knowing. Get little like tickles from a higher sense of self. It's just knowing, you know. I've been learning a lot about things, a lot about expanding my consciousness and seeing things. Whether I'm not going to wait on anyone else anymore. I'm going to live my life. I've waited on everyone in my life. I've said this before. I don't want that anymore. That's not what I want. I want to keep growing. And as I continue to be more and more authentic, because I want to level up, baby, I'm going to be my truest self. And I will have that soul tribe, that soul family I've always wanted. You know, that scared me, sorry. I was like, oh. I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but no, it's my truth. Lately, I've been seeing myself pregnant. And I'm like, oh, damn. You know, I can make a joke, but I won't make that joke here. But, and I want that. I want to have that too as I continue my path. And I don't want to feel that my love, I have to wait on anyone else. No, I have my love that's mine, and that can create so much beauty with every beat, you know. I've been learning a lot about this journey, about my self-love, about love, and being brave. rising from the ashes, which ironically is very funny. The releasing of my mother's remains, her ashes. She rose from the ashes. You know, nothing's holding her back anymore. And you know what? I don't want anything else, not even me, hold myself back. As long as every decision we make, we are in our power. Because let me tell you, we can be given choices and none of them we like. But with the intention before we make that choice, we say, I choose this because, not because I'm at its mercy, but because it's my power to choose. It's a different perspective, you know? It's a different perspective. The hangman hanging upside down. Yeah. Hanging upside down. Feeling a little batty. But that's okay. Oh, there goes my Nanako. She is drinking her water. But I've learned a lot, fam. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart if you continue to follow me on this journey. I've literally chronicled my dark night of the soul on this channel. My descent. And I hope to be able to chronicle my ascension as well. Everything when you reach a spiritual awakening, the big one, because let me tell you, I feel that this was the big one for me. Because I feel I had a spiritual awakening back in 2008. But nothing like this, fam. This activation that I had a couple of years back and is intensified as I've done so. I don't even recognize myself. But you know what? When I look at myself in the mirror, I love who I see. Nanako. Don't get tangled in the cables, honey. Listen, stop trying to dig your way to China. Oh, she's tickling me. Stop it. Honey bunny. My honey bunny. She is, every time I say that, I think of Jessica Rabbit with Roger Rabbit. Honey bunny. Nanny. You know, it's cool how far I've come. And then I'm still here. And despite everything that has happened, I'm surprised. I'm like, wow, I've chosen to live before all this. It's like my soul. I was like this angsty teenager, even in my 20s. And it's like, oh my God, my soul knew. Oh, it's thundering. My soul knew that it was not going to be an easy time. And they were like, oh God, no. But you know what? Yeah. The experiences we go through, no matter how scary or painful, that just means we can assist others in their own pain when they need it most, when the time comes. If you choose to, of course. Because everything is a choice, and every choice is empowered if we choose it to be. We can relinquish that power by saying, oh, this circumstance, you know, but because I've had a lot of my friends talk to me and the way, and I've even spoken like this too, and I try to catch myself. So let me tell you, I'm still learning on this, but I am That's what it is. I miss doing these recordings. Slowly, I'll get back to myself. It's been a time, as I've said over and over. I want to truly embody every part of me that's meant to be. And I know I'll have someone by my side as I do so in time, but I'm not going to search for it. I already know I feel it coming to me. That's always exciting. I've chased all my life. Chased with the wrong intention. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself as I muse out loud. I don't know what this means for me, guys. I don't. But I do love to have philosophical talks and just muse and just speak. I have a lot on my mind. I'm always thinking. But I've been reprogramming my mind for months now, specifically the hardcore reprogramming. I have to. I want to be the very best. No. Yeah. Let me think. Anything else? I didn't really go too much into the ritual because, again, I don't know how much I can say here. But it was, okay. I'm going to just say it. I was covered in fruit juices, dirt, some other stuff, and spit. When I told my best friend, she's like, no, no. And I'm like, I don't mind getting my hands dirty. And I don't mean in the context of like, I'm going to kill someone. God, no. My Libra rising ass wouldn't allow it. I'm too balanced for that shit. But I don't, if it's in the pursuit of higher knowing, higher spiritual knowing, I explore. I'm not afraid. And some stuff is out of pocket, sorry, I've experienced a lot of weird stuff. And it's funny because the stuff, it's like right before spooky season, which ironically, times two. So we do have Venus in Scorpio. Now this year, Venus, Libra season, because Libra is ruled by Venus, Libra season is ruled by Venus in Scorpio. Buckle up. Scorpio is transformative. Death, rebirth. So love that is transformative. And it will get you down on your knees. This love, this exchange, this obsession. Because Scorpio can be obsessive. Yeah. And it can be a lot of things too. Now, we also have, where would that be? So Mars, Aries to Venus. Yeah, my brain is not working right now for that because I'm like, what is the Mars? No, we're not there yet. Okay, sorry, I was thinking about, because Mars is currently transiting Cancer. Let me tell you, that's been painful as fuck. Mars don't like to be in Cancer. Cancer's soft, crabby, and Mars is like, I'm gonna fight. But yes. Anything else? Let's see. I think we're good. I think I've talked enough. I was going to make this more organized, but I said, on a whim, I'm going to record. I've been working hard, and I wanted to update you guys. It's been a journey. Every time I say that, I think about, I said it so many times before, but it's just, I can't help it. For me, there are lines that are said in books and lyrics and music that just stick with me for a long time. For a long time. Oh, I have that song stuck in my head. I love that song. I sang it. Let me see if I can remember the lyrics. I love fuel. All our lives get complicated. Search for pleasures overrated. Never armed our souls for what the future would hold when we were innocent. Oh, I love that song. Gosh, something else that is calling to me. I know that I've never been trained to sing and all that, but I want to do more singing. I've always wanted to sing since I was a kid. I always wanted to be a teacher and I wanted to be a singer. But then here I am wanting to do everything. But still, I don't know, I just want to sing more. My heart wants to sing and express herself. It's cute because we all have chart rulers. My chart ruler is Venus. Where's my Venus? My Venus is in Leo, my 11th house. So she's the captain of the ship, technically, as my friend says, my bestie. I don't know, I want to sing. I want to dance. Oh, I love ritualistic dancing. That is chef's kiss. I love dancing in a trance to manifest, to create, to get the chakras vibrating, like with that energy flowing through you. It's like right now I can feel a mix of my lower chakras being bridged together by my higher ones. The bridge is the heart chakra, because I believe I've mentioned this before. We have the root chakra at the base of our spine. Our genitals is our sacral area, seat of creativity. And then we have our solar plexus, which is by our navel. It's our confidence. And then up here, right here, in the heart. The heart chakra is the bridge to the other 3 chakras: the throat, your voice, the energy that you emit into the world. It's beautiful, you see. When we speak our truth, the more authentic and in alignment. Oh gosh, so sorry about that, guys. I was being summoned, if you will. They're doing another something very special. They're doing another blessing ritual here now. And I want to share this with you guys. This is stuff that I knew about, but I didn't grow up with, because my mom was never allowed, or so she said, she wasn't allowed to dive into these spiritual practices. Now, I believe in anything and everything. It's so exciting when you just open your mind to everything, The possibilities are endless. It's just amazing. And it excites me. I get so excited. I get so excited when I think about the endless possibilities and taking that leap of faith. Oh, excuse me. Nana. Oh gosh, she's so rude. I'm so sorry. Anyway, but the lady, one of the ones that's done the ritual, the one that I got the hug from, she gave me blessings. I'm like, yes, blessings your way too. And then she goes, in Spanish, she was speaking. She goes, well, tú me caes bien. You, how do I say it in English? Oh, you, I can't think of the words in English now. I just think of it in Spanish. But like, she likes me, basically. She likes me, and she's like, I like you. And I'm like, I like you too. And I got so like touched, and I feel my heart chakra right now opening. It's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. When you look at the world through those eyes, where everything can be beautiful, we can always find the beauty, even from the ashes, amongst the dirt. There's beauty. Oh, oh, that's so healing. Yes, so it was very sweet. And that just happened now. That was the knocking. I don't know. I'm just sharing with you guys. I don't care, you know? Like, it's so liberating to not have that fear of talking. Excuse you. She doesn't have a fear of that either. She bark. Thanks for listening. I hope that there is something insightful throughout this. Again, thank you, fam, for being here, for listening, and joining me on my journey. It's been quite the peculiar, the exact phrase is, or the quote, it's been a most peculiar trip from Alice, American McGee's Alice. It's been a most peculiar trip. I do enjoy sharing these. I feel like I'm in alignment with my truth as I share all my vulnerabilities so openly, even if I feel naked. There's something about it. That's not a ghost. She's still huffing and puffing in the bottom there. She huff. She go. I can't do it. All right. Sending love your way. I hope that the new moon, solar eclipse in Libra treated you fairly. Pun intended on the fairly, because we need that fairness with the balance. The scales must be fair. Oh, my heart. I feel that I'm slowly healing. Even my solar plexus right now is doing a thing. It's taking me a bit to open up again, to speak so freely. But I'm going to do it for me. Continue to do it for me. Yeah. Oh. Ah, what a journey. And you've been part of it. Thank you. I can't say it enough. Oh, my solar plexus did a thing again. It's important to thank everyone in your life because they've all been part of your story. The beautiful story unfolding for the best version that you see of yourself in that mirror. So what do you got to do? Mirror that back right to you. Got to be the person that you love. Love deeply for their truth and authenticity, integrity, standing true. These audios are always a trip, like a whole freaking journey in itself. Amazing, huh? All right, guys. Take care, sending love, and stay true. All right, till next one. Bye-bye.